is a person that is improving in the language. So think to your classroom and think about your classroom. If I came into your class and I had a stopwatch or my phone and I recorded how many minutes, what percentage of time were you talking as a teacher compared to how many minutes is the student talking. If you are the one talking the most, who is learning the language? You, the teacher. Who is getting better at English? The teacher. You're a very good language speaker, right? You practice a lot. But your students are not learning. So we have to think about how do we move more of the language to the students, right? So in these situations, let's think about who is learning the language. In a teacher lecture, who is using the language? The teacher, right? The students might be developing listening skills, but only for a very specific purpose, not conversation listening, only listening to take bullet points, to take notes, right? What if the teacher, how many of you ask questions to your students and they raise their hands? Okay, all right. So if I ask a question and somebody raises their hand and I call on them, who's practicing the language? The teacher, right? And how many students? One. Just one, maybe two, maybe three. Okay? So if you are asking questions in your class, that's good, that's better, because one student is talking and practicing. But let's improve that, let's get more. What if students you give them a worksheet and they're working by themselves? How many students are practicing language?
All of them.
All of them. What kind of language?
Written.
Writing. Right? Are they practicing speaking or listening? Not very much. What if the students, I say, turn and talk to your peer, the person sitting next to you? How many students are practicing language? All of them. What are they practicing? Listening, speaking. We're getting better, right? Now what if I say turn and talk to your pair, and then write your answers? Listening, speaking, and writing. And if they then read their answers to each other, now you have all success. Exactly. Right? What if they are working together in a small group to build the tallest tower? You give them blocks, you give them resources, and you tell them, build the tallest tower. How many students are practicing language? All of them. Okay? They're practicing listening to each other, conversation skills, speaking, and how can I get them to practice writing? Reporting, recording, good. For as a teacher, I'm going to have to help them with those sentences, but then they can all write them. And it's not me practicing the language, it's them. What if students are writing, or those of you in kinder or early childhood, they can draw a book? What if they think about a book, discuss the book, and then make the book? Who's learning the language? The students. Can they learn all four skills, language skills? Absolutely. They talk about the book together, they listen, they write the book together or draw if they're not ready for writing, and then they can share the book with their classmates. They can come up to the front and they can share their books, right? And learn presentation skills too. Even little children can do this. Because they've made the book, they know what the book is about. It's familiar, it's fun, and so they can share it. They've had time to practice that language. I also want to talk about the importance of playing. So children like to play, right? Adults, I think, like to play too. I like to play, right? Children have a natural curiosity and they like to learn through play. So the world is new and exciting to children. Everything is new. Everything is new. They have so many questions about the world. And when they play together, so think about how many of you either have children or you teach children or you watch children. You've been around children recently. Right? Have you seen them play with their friends? Okay, or if it's been a long time, if you teach adults, think back maybe to your friends when you were a child. Okay? Think about, do friends always get along?
No.
No, right? Do they fight sometimes?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.